Hello and welcome to Deadly Poisonous Frogs. Alright, take a look at his character. Too cute for words, right? His eyes are bubbling out and they're deep orangish, right? Almost to red, right? And then cute little blue here and green and cute little feet, right? Makes you just want to pet him and hold him. Don't do it, my friend. Do not do it. I'll tell you why. He is poisonous. That is correct. Hey, this is an on-your-own problem, so you should have solved the entire problem on your own. And now you're watching the video with your paper in front of you to check your work and make sure you did it correctly. Hey, this is the scenario. You are a scientist studying the deadly frogs of South America, just like this bad boy. These frogs have beautiful colors, but they are deadly. Scientists believe that they are deadly because of the insects that they eat, which include tiny beetles, termites, and fruit flies. Now, there are 59 of these frogs eating 8,024 insects. Let me just write that down. 8,024 insects, and they're being eaten, or we got to divide this by, right? Eaten by 59 of these cute little froggies, right? And so, your question is, if they all eat the same amount of insects, how many insects does each frog eat? So, as we know, this is a simple division problem. So the very first thing we need to do is write our counting by the numbers up on top. Fives are super simple, Simon, but we're going to write them anyway, and then we'll write the nouns down as well. So let's do that right now. So here we have it, counting by fives, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and that's all the further we have to go because that's times 10, right? And counting by nines, 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, and 90. So first thing we want to do is create our area box. So I'm going to shrink that a little bit and get my area box all set up here. And bam, right there. Next I'm going to put the 8,024 right inside my area box. So 8,024 goes right in there. And the 59 is my divisor, so that goes on the outside. And then, remember, you're trying to find a number that will fill in this entire area of 8,024 units, right? So, the first thing I want to do is find my estimation number. And since 59 is so close to 60, I'm going to round it to 60. So I'm going to put my 60 right up here because this is what I'm going to estimate with, is my 60 right there. Now that means I need to make another line here of counting by sixes. And right here I have my sixes, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, and 60. So this is what I'm going to use for my estimations. The first thing I want to look at is down here near my area box. So here we go. 59 cannot fit into 8, but it can fit into 80. So I'm going to get two place value holders above the 2 and the 4. So I'm going to add a 0 here and a 0 here. And then 59 times 0 will give me 0 here. So 0's out. And then 59 times 0 here will give me 0 right there. And that 0's out. And then I'm on to figuring out how many times 59 will go into 80. And remember, I'm estimating with the 6 for 60, right? Because 59 is really close to 60. So this would be actually 60, and this would be 120, which is too much. So it's only going to go in there one time. So I'm going to put a 1 right above here. And then I work with the actual numbers, right? 1 times the 9 is going to give me 9 right there. And then 1 times the 5 will give me 5 right there. So I'm going to drop my 59 right there, and I'm going to subtract that, right? Now, before I do anything else, I'm going to look for trouble coming. I got no trouble here. I got no trouble here, but I got trouble coming right here, right? Because I cannot take 0 and subtract 9 from it because I got nothing there, right? So I'm going to enlarge this so I have a little bit more room. And I'm going to borrow from this 8, turn it into a 7, and turn that the 0 into a 10, and now I'm good to go. So I'm going to add another area box right here, and now I can subtract. 4 minus 0 will give me 4 right there, and then 2 minus 0 will give me 2 right there, and 10 minus 9 will give me 1 right there, and then 7 minus 5 is going to give me 2 right here, so I end up with 2,124. So now I need to estimate again, and I'm looking at the 59. It can't go into 21, but it can go into 212, right? So I need a place value holder for this 4, so I'm going to put a 0 here, add my 0 right there, and then 59 times 0 would give me 0 here, because anything times 0 is 0, right? And so now I'm looking at 212, right? And how many times can 60 go into 212? So this is actually got a 0 here, so that's 60. That would be 120. That would be 180. And that would be 240, which is too much, right? So I'm going to have to go with the 180, and that means I'm going to multiply by 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to put a 3 right there, and then my 3 goes there. And now I work with the actual numbers, right? So 3 times 9, so I'm going to look at my 9s and go 1, 2, 3. That's going to give me 27. I'm going to drop my 7 and carry my 2. So drop my 7 right here. So 7 goes there, and I'm going to carry my 2 right there. And then I'm going to go 3 times 5. Well, that's 1, 2, 3, which is 15, plus 2 here, right? So 15, 16, 17. So that's going to be 17. I'm going to circle that 2 so I know I used it. I'm drop my 7 and my 1. And now I can subtract yet again. So I'm going to move this here and enlarge it a bit. And I'm looking for trouble a-coming. I got no trouble a-coming here. Bam! I got trouble a-coming right there because I cannot take 2 and subtract 7 from it. I'm going to cross this out. I'm going to turn that into a 0 and turn that into a 12. Now, I've got trouble coming here because now I got nothing and I'm trying to subtract 7. That will not work, my friends. So I'm going to borrow from here. I'm going to borrow a group of 10 and put it right there and turn that 0 into a 10. And now I am all good to go. I can subtract like there's no tomorrow. All right, so I'm going to add my area box first, and that's going to be right there. And now I can subtract. 4 minus 0 is going to give me 4. And then 12 minus 7 is going to give me 5. And then 10 minus 7 is going to give me 3. And 1 minus 1 is 0, so I don't have to do anything with that. And I am good to rock and roll. So let's go ahead and shrink this again. And now I'm looking at the 354. And 59 cannot fit into 35, so I am working with the whole number of 354. So I'm going to estimate with my 60, and I'm looking to get 354. So I'm looking at my 6's. That would be 60, that would be 120, 180, 240, 300, and then 360, so that's too much, right? So what I'm going to do is come back to the 30, and that means I'm multiplying by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to put a 5 right here. Well, first I'm going to move this beautiful frog because he is too cute for words, and then I'm going to put my 5 right up on top there, and now I can start multiplying. 5 times 9. So I'm going to look at my 9's and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 45. I'm going to drop my 5 and carry my 4. So let's do that. I'm going to enlarge this a little bit. And whoa, it's running away on me. So I'm going to drop my 5 and carry my 4 right over here. And now I got to shrink it again so I can see where I'm at. And now I've got where am I? Okay, here's my 5 times 5, right? And so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 25. Now I am going to add this 4, so 25, that's going to give me 29, because 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and that's what we've got, right? So I'm going to drop my 2 and my 9, and now I am good to subtract. So I am going to enlarge this so I've got a little more room. And the first thing I want to do is check for any trouble coming, and right off the bat, I got trouble coming because I cannot have 4 and subtract 5 from it. It's just too much. So I'm going to borrow from here, turn that into a 4, and turn that into 14. But then I got more trouble coming because I cannot take 4 and subtract 9 from it. So I'm going to borrow from here, and I'm going to borrow from that, turn that into 2, and turn that into 14. And now I am good to subtract. So I'm going to add another area box, and I'm going to subtract this just like this. 14 minus 5 is going to give you 9, so I'm going to drop a 9 right there. And then I got 14 minus 9, which is going to give me a 5. And I'll drop my 5 right there. And then 2 minus 2 is going to give me 0, so I don't even have to worry about that. And hey, look what happened here. I can fit exactly one more 59 in here. And that is no problemo, my friend, because I can just put another 1 right up here. I'm going to put a 1 right there, and I'm going to add a 59 here, and 59 minus 59 will give me a 0, which is perfect, right? So now all I have to do is draw my line and add up. So I'm going to add up this way, right? And 0, 0, 5, and 1 is going to give me 6 right here. So I'm going to plug my 6 right in there. And then I've got 3 right here, which comes up. So I'll put a 3 in the tens place. And then I've got my 1, which comes straight up for the hundreds place. And my answer is 136. So let's go back to the scenario, my friends. You have 59 of these poisonous frogs eating 8,024 insects. So we need to know how many insects each froggy right here is eating, and the answer is 136 insects. So there you have it. Hey, if you made a mistake along the way, no worries, my friend. Simply pause the video, fix your mistake. That's the fastest way to learn. Now, until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you soon. And now, on to counting by the numbers. This is a great strategy for anybody who does not have all their multiplication facts memorized. Counting by threes. Ready? Here we go. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Counting by fours. Ready? And 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. Counting by sixes. Here we go. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. Counting by sevens, here we go. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. And counting by eights, here we go. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80. Counted by nines. Here we go. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90.